Welcome to our second episode of Essentials of Operating a Shop. I'm Todd Ersley.
And I'm Kevin DuBois.
And in the first episode, we talked about shop management and how to make your shop run more efficiently. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about job management. So specifically from when the customer drops off the car to when they pick it up. Now there's four main aspects for job management. First is discussing build options with the customer and making an estimate. Second is scheduling the job and ordering all of the necessary parts. Next, you need to assign the work, track the hours, and update the customer about progress. And finally, you need to compile all the job information and receive payment to deliver the vehicle.
As Todd said, the start of any job begins talking with the customer, determining what their goals are going to be, and building an estimate based upon this information. To do this, you're going to need to know what to charge for the labor and what the parts are going to cost them. You should have a good idea of what to charge for everything and how long everything takes to do. But have you ever actually tracked your time to do these projects? You may find that you are not charging enough for the work you are performing. Every time you do this, it's cutting into your profits.
You also need to build an accurate parts database. This includes information such as description, part number, wholesale cost, and who you order it from. Even if you only use the part once, it's a really good idea to have this information so you can refer back to it later.
Properly building estimates is critical. A great case study is how we handled building roll cages. Before My Shop Assist, we charged $2,500 plus material to remove the interior, fabricate the cage, paint it, and put the interior back in. And we thought we were making a lot of money at this price.
But after we developed My Shop Assist and actually tracked the hours, what we found amazed us. We were spending nearly 70 hours on each cage, and charging $2,500 meant that we were only making about $35 an hour. So after factoring in overhead expenses and labor costs, we're actually losing money on each cage.
Now that we know how long it actually takes, we can build a more accurate estimate closer to $6,000. If the customer balks at the price, we can send them away and work on more profitable projects.
We like this example so much because it showcases the importance of accurately tracking hours. We have more than doubled our revenue and we're doing the same amount of work. This leads us into scheduling the job and acquiring all the necessary parts. Now that we know how long it will take to repeat the install, we eliminate the problem of scheduling too much work in too little time. And also, having an accurate calendar means that you can properly schedule future builds.
For parts ordering, most shops address this problem by using whiteboards. The problem is, they limit your access to this information because you have to be standing right in front of it. The data is centralized, which also means the technician needs to order a part. He will have to stop what he's doing, go to the whiteboard, and write it down. Knowing what to order and when to order it is difficult without a good tool to aid in this process. My Shop Assist allows you to add part numbers and prices for each part. And then you can access this information from anywhere using the Parts to Order page. No more confusion about if or when a part was ordered. They can be added to the list anytime by any of your technicians. And the list is an aggregate of all the jobs at your shop. So one order can be placed covering all of your project's needs.
So the longer the job, the more important communicating progress to the customer becomes. Now, some shops address this by writing long and descriptive emails with pictures and sending them to the customer. Some of them text pictures of the work every time they do something, and other shops even have customers come by and check out the progress as they go. Now, while these do work, they eat up precious hours and ultimately make you less efficient.
Without an easy-to-access database, mistakes will be made. When more than one person is involved, such as the owner, salespeople, and the technician actually doing the work, the problem only gets worse. Properly relaying information is essential to managing a project.
My Shop Assist gives a shop of any size a way to centralize their data while at the same time being able to access it from anywhere. This means somebody can be in the front office talking to a customer and adding parts to their build. The technician can be back out in the shop, logging time and taking pictures of the work. And the owner can be scheduling future builds on the calendar. All of this information is updated in real time, and then the customer can log in anytime and check the progress when they're curious. Now on to the most important part, billing the customer. Do you know how accurately you logged the time building that custom exhaust? Or did you remember to add that little AN fitting to the build? Underestimating your time by just 15 minutes on each job really adds up over the course of a year. And forgetting to add those little miscellaneous parts can cost you thousands of dollars in lost profits.
If you're one of the many shops still using printed invoices, you're doing a lot of double entry work for final billing. and you're still relying on the tech to properly write down his hours and parts he's used on the project.
That is why we made My Shop Assist web-based. We make it easy for every employee to input the information, and then you can export that as an invoice into QuickBooks. This eliminates any miscommunication over who did what and what parts were installed. Therefore, customers are billed correctly, and you can put more money in your pocket.
Again, we cannot stress how important it is to accurately track all the parts and labor going into each build. Take a step back and think about all the things we've said today. Use this information to review how you track jobs at your shop.
So if you want to improve your processes, give us a call today and we'll set you up on a path to improve customer service and increase profitability.